Oh, howdy, folks. It's your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs with you for another one of these here episodes of The Truly Bizarre World, right here exclusively on the Feeding the Monster podcast feeds YouTube's channel. And, do y'all know what day it is? It's finally here. It's the day we've been talking about for like over a month and a half now. It's finally the 31st of the October. That's right. It's International Truly Bizarre Day. And, this is one of my favorite holidays. I look forward to it every single year. And I'm just tickled that it's finally here and we get to learn a little bit about it and learn a little bit about its history. Now, we've been doing a countdown series or maybe a build-up series. I don't know. One of those, both of those, to get ready for this thing. And over the last several weeks, we have learned all about the Frankenstein monsters out there and the mad scientists that put them together. We've learned all about Mr. Gilman. Y'all know him. He's the dude from Laguna del Negra. We learned all about the Invisible Man and his self-esteem problems, all rooting from the fact that he just isn't seen. We learned all about the Dracula vampires. We learned all about the mummies and their king, Mumra. And we learned all about the Wolfmen. Well, now that we've learned about all of the monsters out there, today we learn about International Truly Bizarre Day and the men who fight those monsters. Episode 23, The Adventures of Van Helsing and the Monster Squad. That's right. And we're going to kick the show off today by learning a little bit about the man who I really do believe was probably the greatest monster hunter of all time. That's right. I'm talking about that there Abraham Gabriel Van Helsing. Now, Van Helsing was born on the 31st of the October in the 1800. He was the child of a couple of Dutch chocolate confectioners. And, on his birthday every year, they would celebrate it by giving him all kinds of sweet treats. And we uphold that tradition on his birthday every year to this day. Now, he had a very happy childhood. He was loved by all who knew him. And this carried on until his 10th birthday. And that's when tragedy struck. That's right. His parents were killed. And they didn't die of natural causes. They were killed by a werepire. That's right. A half werewolf, half vampire abomination. And this wasn't just no normal average run-of-the-mill werepire either. This thing was a werepire who had died before and then been brought back to life by mad scientists using electricity after it had been mummified for a while. This thing had all kinds of crazy monster powers, along with having all the powers of a vampire and a werewolf and a mummy and a Frankenstein monster. It also could turn invisible and occasionally turn into a fly. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I mentioned that this thing had died and been brought back to life. What I didn't mention was it had been Abraham's parents that had killed this beast the first time. That's right. His mommy and daddy were also secretly monster hunters. Yep. So this beast was resurrected to seek out revenge on Abraham's parents. And, as a result of all this happening, after his folks had died, Abraham went to a special school to learn secret superpowers of his own. That's right. And after graduating from this school, he went on to lead a pretty stellar career in Broadway musicals, eventually finding himself in the opera. And wouldn't you know it, at the opera he ended up at, that there resurrected abomination was working part-time as the Phantom at that opera house. That's right. And, turns out this whole musical journey that Abraham had been on was all a ruse to get in close to the Phantom and to get his revenge for this beast killing his mommy and daddy. Yep. And after dispatching the Phantom of the Opera, Abraham began his career in earnest as a monster hunter and slowly rose up the ranks to become the top monster hunter of all time. That's right. And went on to lead quite a fascinating and very successful career as a monster hunter. Now, as he got older, he realized that he wasn't going to be able to do this forever, right? So he started up and founded an army of future monster hunters. Now, this army actually was made up of kids, right? You can kind of think of them like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, but if the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts earned badges for killing werewolves and vampires. That's what this army was. And he called his army the Monster Squad. And, the Monster Squad is still around today. There have been several notable monster hunters from the Monster Squad. People like Thomas Risling, Blade the Vampire Hunter, the Maniac, Mark Meyer, Dr. Jimothy Pickles, Dr. Cat, PhD, Davy Crockett, Old Whiskey, Wolfman Gilbert, El Scriblo, and me. Now, if you've got a story or a topic idea for the truly bizarre world, the best thing to do is to download the Anchor app onto your mobile device. And you can go on there and look up the Feeding the Monster podcast feed and leave us a voice message. And, it's just like making a phone call and leaving a message, except for you only got a minute to do it. And you know what? That's actually a good thing because it keeps the super secret government agencies from tracking your calls. That's right. And as always, don't forget you can also leave comments, questions, and suggestions for future show topics right down there in the comment section here on the YouTube as well. But yeah, that's the show for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed all of the build-up and enjoyed this series as much as I have. And you guys, y'all have a safe International Truly Bizarre Day. Go out and kill some monsters tonight and trade some chocolates in honor of our good friend Abraham Van Helsing. And until next time, y'all have a glorious week. Wonder who that could be. Hello? Really? Okay, all right. Yeah, call everybody. I think it's time to suit up. I gotta go, folks. There's work to be done.
We're the Monster Squad.
From the black lagoon, we need silver bullets, we need wooden stakes. Normal stuff won't stop, cause they live on hate.